Grill Room. I'm Gareth Wheeler, and it's great welcoming. Welcome to the Casino Rama Grill Room. I'm Gareth Wheeler, and it's great welcoming home Canadian superstars when they land back here in Toronto. It's even better when they come home champions. So I want to welcome back to the program WWE Tag Team Champions, the Hart Dynasty, TK Tyson Kid. This is your first time on the show, so welcome. Glad that you're here. Yeah. Natalya, my favorite WWE diva. Welcome back. And we got D.H. Smith, David Hart Smith. Welcome back, my good friend.
Oh, it's great to be here.
So something's a little different. Like I said, you guys were here before WrestleMania. Now you got these belts in front of you, so I think it was the inspiration of coming on this program that led you to winning the titles. Isn't that correct, David?
They love to show off. They wanted to show these off all week.
Sure, well, tell me about them.
These are the brand new WWE World Tag Team Championships, and you know, we no longer have the Unified Tag Team Championships. They made it into just one, and we're the first tag team to wear it.
So tell me why that change was made, and maybe I'll ask you, Tyson, to just coming up with one belt. It's a sharp-looking belt. It looks a lot different than usual, though.
You know, I don't know I assume something to do with, you know, just kind of time for a change. They've had the two sets, and I gather they wanted to kind of unite it into, you know, one title each for a while, and then just kind of.
They knew how heavy they were for us at the airport.
Yeah, but these ones aren't much better by these ones. I mean, I'm not complaining by any means, but this one's almost as heavy as the other two. I think it just is, you know, now with the new deal with Mattel and stuff, so they can put out new toys and stuff, and it's kind of gives everything kind of a little fresh set.
Well, they look great, and Natalya, you've obviously been along for the ride and seeing these guys grow as a tag team. What do you think is the focal point for these guys reaching to the level where they are WWE Tag Team Champions?
Well, I think that, you know, obviously coming from a family like the Hart family, where, you know, you've got my grandfather Stu Hart, my uncle Bret Hart. You know, everything, we have very high expectations for ourselves, being from such greatness. But I think that we've done our homework. And, you know, not just myself, but the boys have really earned these championships, and in so many ways. So it's really nice to kind of see not only a dream fulfilled, but to see us doing it together. And I think that, you know, to be the first tag team to actually carry the new tag team championships, I don't know, it's really special.
It's an honor. It's an absolute honor.
And also at the same time, like Natalya was saying, you know, they had Bret Hart came out to present us with these titles. So like he was there when we beat Miz and Big Show for the original ones, and then Bret came out to present us with these new ones. So like that adds that little bit of being special as well.
So David, tell me what you were feeling at that moment. Was it a great sense of pride? Were you thinking about your family at that time? What was going through your head?
Well, you know, as I mentioned in an earlier interview today, that was my mark of accomplishment, that I've really made it in the WWE. And, you know, it was one of my proudest moments in the WWE ring, you know, winning these championships with Tyson and, you know, having Bret out there. You know, the crowd was just, it was so exciting, you know. Yeah, I couldn't even hear myself think.
You guys worked damn hard for them. But, you know, there's a lot of luck, a lot of skill, a lot of, you know, different things that come into the equation when you're granted this honor.
A lot of hair care.
Yeah, well, maybe the haircut. But why do you think you guys are deserving winners of the championship belts at this time when you did win them?
I think, you know, we've put in a lot of time and training and a lot of hard work and dedication. Not taking anything away from anybody else, but on the live events throughout the year, I think we never phone it in. We never, not saying other guys do, but I especially try to work hard as I can every single night to kind of set an example and a precedence that I'm not here to kind of play around, you know what I mean?
And for me, growing up, watching it, I mean, we're all about the same age here. Tag team, in the Tag Team Championship belts, holds a sort of prestige. And to me, it's necessarily for wrestling to stay at a high echelon, to have a very competitive tag team division. So how would you guys rate the tag team division now, and what do you think can be done to even take it to another level, David?
Well, you know, I think that the tag team division right now is pretty solid. there's some pretty good tag teams coming up, like the Uso brothers and you know, Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes of United, and R-Truth and John Morrison. They've come back together. So you know, I think that there's going to be some really good competition there. Whether or not two of the Nexus members split off and just do tag team, not exactly sure.
You see that a lot. But to me, you know, if you have a good thing going, then why mess with a good thing? Is that the way that you guys look at it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And also to elaborate on that, there's also Vance Archer and Kurt Hawkins, and also the Dude Busters. You know, you've seen lately a lot of William Regal and Zack Ryder teaming up, and even Santino and Kozlov. So I mean, there's actually quite a few tag teams out there if you actually examine the roster. So I think it's just a matter of the right combinations, and I mean, to me, I want to be a fighting champion. I want to wrestle everybody.
So does that mean as partners, or does that mean going individually? Because there is the mindset out there, in order to reach the apex, even take it to the next level, then you got to do that by yourself. But to me, if you're tag team champions, I mean, you're tag team champions.
I think that might be a later phase. I think right now we've won the titles, and that kind of brings us to here. But we got to defend the titles against everybody we can, and show that it's not just kind of given to us, but we deserve everything we get, and it's to step and to keep going, to grow, I think, to stay as a tag team.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing to win the championships, and it's another to hold on to them for a long time and face any upcoming teams. So.
Yeah, and the Hart Dynasty is really, you know, in my opinion, we're the cornerstone of the tag team division. You know, not just because of, you know, our heritage and how hard we fought for these, but in the sense, you know, anybody that faces us or challenges us, you know, they've got to bring their A game. They've got to step up in order to get in the ring and face us. So you can't just be mediocre to get, you know, otherwise you can't hang with us.
Added pressure? You guys find any added pressure holding the belts?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I believe we're definitely, like I was saying, every one of our matches is almost under a microscope, and you want to perform the absolute best you can 365 days
and
a year.
And the fans are that much more demanding as well, right? There's no chance for an off night, or you're going to hear about it, I'm guessing.
But, you know, for us, I mean, it's funny because we've always prided ourselves on such a work ethic that I don't really even think that we know of what it's like to have, not sound full of myself, but I don't think we know what it's like to have an off night, because we push ourselves so hard, and we pride ourselves on being excellent. You know, so I think that's why we really, you know, it's fun to get in there and have somebody really challenge you too, like the Usos.
Right.
You know, they're very, very similar to us in the fact that they come from a family of greatness. But you know, for us, it's just that is what makes this whole thing so exciting.
So Natalya, I mean, you don't have a belt, but you might as well have one. Like really, I mean, your role is pretty important, keeping these guys in line.
My role is important, and you know, I get that a lot from people all the time about, you know, well, don't you wish you were doing more stuff with the Divas, and don't you wish you had your own title? And you know, for me, it's all about the evolution. You look at somebody like Melina. You know, her role was so important with Eminem when they first started out, and you know, managing Tyson and David, it's more than a childhood dream. It's something really, really special that not just any diva could do.
Right.
And my time will come to do other things, just like Tyson's will come to go on to separate stuff, and same with David. But right now, this is, you know, like I said, we're fulfilling a childhood dream. And there's no other place and no other, you know, there's nothing else I'd rather be doing than this right now.
And the coolest thing about it is that you guys are friends and you're family, and you're doing it together. We got to take a break. We got more with the Hart Dynasty right here inside the Casino Rama Grill Room coming up right after this.